tears, he signs the divorce papers at Christmas party. Her entire family laughed, not knowing he is the billionaire's son. What happens next shattered their world completely. The Christmas lights burn bright in the Anderson family mansion, but Derek Thompson stands alone at the mahogany table, tears streaming down his face as his wife's family watches him sign the divorce papers. His mother-in-law's laughter echoes through the marble halls, while his wife Jennifer smiles beside Brandon, the man she's leaving him for, while the people he once called family celebrated his downfall like a Christmas miracle. Derek folded the divorce papers, wiped his tears, and walked out into the cold night without saying a single word. None of them knew the man they just destroyed was the son of a billionaire. None of them knew the ink on those papers would soon erase their entire world. But what kind of man signs his own humiliation in silence? What kind of nobody walks away from betrayal, carrying a fortune no one sees? And what happens when the people who laughed the loudest realize they applauded their own collapse? The chandelier throws golden light across the Anderson family's Christmas party, but Derek sees none of the beauty through his tears. His hands shake as he holds the divorce papers Jennifer thrust at him 10 minutes ago, the legal documents feeling like they weigh 1,000 pounds. But he knows everyone is watching him, waiting for him to finish his humiliation. "Sign them," Jennifer's mother, Patricia Anderson, snaps from across the room, her champagne glass catching the light from the massive tree behind her. "You've wasted enough of our time, Derek." But Derek can barely see the signature lines through the water in his eyes. 3 years of marriage ending in front of his wife's entire family, all of them dressed in expensive suits and designer dresses, while he wears the same jacket he's owned for 2 years. But the clothes are the least of what separates him from these people. The Andersons are old money, the kind of wealth that turns poverty into a moral failing. But Derek had fooled himself into thinking Jennifer loved him anyway. "I can't believe you actually married him," Jennifer's brother Thomas mutters loud enough for everyone to hear, his words cutting through the Christmas music playing from hidden speakers. A community college dropout who works in accounting. "What were you thinking, Jen?" Jennifer stands beside Brandon Mitchell, her hand already in his like Derek never existed, but her smile holds no guilt, only relief. "I was young and stupid. I thought he'd amount to something, but some people are just born to be mediocre." The words hit Derek like physical blows, but his hand moves toward the pen anyway because drawing this out only makes it worse. His mother-in-law, Patricia, circles him like a shark, her perfume expensive and suffocating, but her voice drips with satisfaction as she watches him break. "My daughter is doing you a favor," Patricia says, leaning close enough that Derek can smell the wine on her breath. "You dragged her down for 3 years, living in that pathetic apartment, driving that embarrassment of a car. She deserves better than a man who can't even afford to take her on vacation." Derek signs the first page, the tears falling onto the paper and smudging the ink, but nobody moves to comfort him. The Anderson family and their wealthy friends stand in clusters around the vast living room, their conversations pausing just long enough to watch his degradation before resuming. But Derek feels every pitying glance, every contemptuous whisper. Brandon pulls Jennifer closer, his expensive watch glinting in the light, but his smile is pure triumph as he watches Derek sign away his marriage. "No hard feelings, man. Sometimes these things just don't work out." But Derek doesn't respond. He just signs page 2, then page 3, his vision swimming with tears that won't stop coming. At 34 years old, he's signing away the last person who supposedly loved him, admitting on legal documents that he wasn't enough, confirming what the Andersons have always believed, that he's worthless. Jennifer's cousin Emma leans toward her friend and whispers, but her voice carries across the room anyway. "I heard he's drowning in debt, credit cards maxed out, student loans he'll never pay off. Jennifer's lucky she's getting out before he drags her down completely." The backstory of how Derek met Jennifer plays through his mind as he signs page 4. They'd met at a community fundraiser 4 years ago, back when Jennifer was still pretending she didn't care about money. But something had changed after they married. The Andersons had made it clear Derek wasn't good enough for their daughter, made it clear at every family gathering that he was an embarrassment.